Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'll be predicting the fight in the heavyweight division in the UFC between Martin Buday versus Uran Satybaldiev. And how do I feel about this one right here? I'm going low confidence. Martin Buday to beat Uran Satybaldiev. A very funny name, Salty Baldy. That's his name, Uran Satybaldiev. But anyway, his name's irrelevant. He's not a very good fighter. I was trying to look at an angle to pick him, but I'm going low confidence Martin Buday to beat him. Buday isn't all that good, but we can't act like Buday just some guy that just been losing. He was a decent heavyweight prospect at one point. We saw how limited he was. Pretty much just a wall install merchant, but that might be all he needs. Wall install grappling merchant who's not that good, but he's going against a guy in Uran Satybaldiev who has not really fought good competition. Is a light heavyweight, and striking mechanics pretty mediocre. He be throwing punches and be falling off balance most times. He got taken down by like a fat welterweight in his last fight, and it took him 3 rounds to submit him. He just looks very mediocre. I feel like Buday's striking's cleaner than his. Buday's naturally the bigger man. He's already accustomed to the weight class. It's not like he's coming off a brutal loss. And now he's getting this guy in Uran Satybaldiev, who, again, like his last fight, he could not put it together. Like it seems like he does not know how to keep his balance when he throws punches. Doesn't really have a clean jab. He throws his punches and they always drop. Like he throws jabs, drop. Everything like the sloppy mechanics. I feel like he has good reads on timing and range, but if you could turn your punch over, you probably would get a knockout in that position. But yeah, the guy just seems very amateurish. Like he needs a better coaches or something, or just needs to listen to those coaches, whatever the case may be. The guy just seems pretty mediocre right now, and it don't seem like a guy that's going to pull off upset. I am going low comments. I can see the upset happening, but if you can't really put away these little fat welterweights you're fighting, and these mediocre fighters like with your punches, and then you're grappling again, he got taken out at least once by that mediocre fighter, at least once. I know it's probably more times than that, but again, this did not look good in none of these fights I watched him fight. And those are his recent fights. These are not fights I'm looking back. Oh, his amateur days. These are like literally your last 2 fights, and you're not fighting particularly great competition. Right now, you're not even fighting really particularly big light heavyweights most of the time. Especially in your last fight, you're fighting a guy who came in short notice you were supposed to watch, and you took you to the third round to beat him, and he got takedowns on you. With land shots, he was falling off balance. Like so, against a guy like Buday, who may not be the best fighter, but he at least has a solid game plan and solid. He has a routine, and I think he'll be able to push, be the bigger, stronger man, be able to push Satybaldiev against the cage. Knee him to the body though, punches his body. Maybe get a couple takedowns, maybe even sub him. But I'll say decision. I think Satybaldiev will make it interesting. Probably land a couple good punches. Probably make it a little bit interesting. But most part is probably going to just fall right into Martin Buday's wheelhouse. And even in striking, I feel like Buday's a cleaner striker than him. Satybaldiev might be a little bit faster, but coming in with no training camp for this fight, short notice, no time to really put on no mask, and no time to really make no great game plan for that, and no time to really improve the big holes and big flaws and inexperience and the lack of development in key areas. Just gonna allow Buday to have a clear advantage here in multiple avenues and just be able to pin him to the cage, wall install him, wear him down, and maybe even get a finish because the fact it's short notice. And at a bigger weight class, he might be able to get a finish. But I'll say decision for Martin Buday. Just wall installing his way to a decision, just wearing down Satybaldiev, maybe getting close to stoppage, but not being able to materialize because it's not like Buday's that great of a finisher either. So, yeah, a Martin Buday type of fight, wall install to a decision. So in this one, I got Martin Buday via decision.